everyone, another day, another video. Today we are talking about crested gecko. Check it out. These guys are amazing, beautiful animals. They are coming from Caledonia. Yeah, behind me there are chinchillas. They are making a lot of noises, and these guys are messy. I'm gonna make a video about chinchillas, but today we are talking about crested gecko. Yeah, oh, look how beautiful. These guys are very great jumpers. They are jumping and they can grab. They call them crested gecko because of this crest on the head, as you can see. And oh, come here. I'm gonna put him back because I'm scared that he jump and lose his tail. Yeah, these guys can lose their tail, but unlike other geckos, they cannot regrow their tail. Once they lose it for good. I was reading about them and I find out very nice, very interesting stuff. The scientists, the herpetologists who discovered them have the same birthday like me, and we were born in the same day. And yeah, it was interesting for me. Keeping them as a pet, crested geckos are really easy. There are a lot of morphs. These guys are polymorphic. A lot of morphs of crested gecko is available in the market, but they were thought to be extinct in the nature till 1994. A group of scientists go there and rediscover them. There was an invasive species of ant in Caledonia, which was eating the geckos and their food, so that makes their number that caused their number decline a lot. Yeah, this is happened when you introduce invasive species into the nature. Keeping them as pets is very easy, actually really easy, and you can breed them easily. Actually, you have to mist them twice a day, like one time in the morning and one time at night. And these guys, they like to climb. They are great climbers. And wait a second, I'll show you their hands. They can have a very nice grip. Sorry. They can have a nice grip on glass. They can climb on glass because of the things. Because of the hands. Their hands is designed to have grip the how to explain it. Yeah, they can hold on to glass because of the things because of these things under their hands. I don't know what they call them. It's like a suction. It's working like a suction. So if they want to take your hands from the surface, they have to do like their hand like this, so they can move their hand. If you can see it, move. You see, they have to open the hand so they can take the hand away from the surface so they can move forward. And yeah, beautiful animal, beautiful colors, but you must be careful. If your crested gecko still have the tails, don't give them stress because they can drop their tail, and once they drop it, they cannot grow it back. Hey, yeah. Between their fingers they have some kind of web. Even though here on their legs they have some kind of web, so they can fly and they can glide in a way. But when you are handling them, you cannot. You better don't stand up in the high place because they like to jump. They like to jump. They don't stay in one place. I put him back. Yo, kasha. Go back. Stay inside. Their skin is very soft. The skin is very soft, and it's a nice feeling touching their skin. It gives you a very nice feeling. Their diet, there is a pre-formulated powder you can buy in pet shops. You mix it with water, a little bit of water, till it reaches the consistency of ketchup sauce. Yeah. And you put for them, they go and eat. When you are buying a baby crested gecko like this one, you have to put them in a small enclosure. You you see different color, a lot of morphs. These guys have a lot of morphs. You have to keep them in a small enclosure so they can easily find their food. But one thing, don't put sand or cocoa peat or stuff like that as a substrate. You can easily use a paper towel, yeah, as a substrate. And room temperature is totally fine for them. To keep them in room temperature is totally fine. These guys don't need the UV lamp, UV light or heat lamp. These guys can handle cold a little bit. Because at night in Caledonia they have a bit colder night compared to day. Like I said, these guys don't need the UV light because most of the geckos in the nature, they prefer to hide during daytime. Yeah, like I said, you need to mist them twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. But don't spray the water direct on your animal. In long term, that can cause problems to your crested gecko. Yeah, very recommended pets for beginners. Crested geckos are very recommended for beginners because they are really easy to take care of. Like they have this powder as a food, you mix it with water and you put in the cage or terrarium and they will eat it. And breeding them is really easy. Like they lay 2 eggs every month or every 45 days. And yeah, the enclosure you are keeping your crested gecko must be height. Because these guys like to climb. You rarely see them on the ground of terrarium. They like to climb. They are great climbers, like I said. In the wild, they are staying all the time in the trees. They're hiding there. Water, you have to provide for them water. I've seen them drinking water. The small, narrow and small water dish. And yeah, what else? What else? Crested geckos. One more thing about the crested geckos diet, you can add some insects like cricket in the diet, but they don't really need calcium or vitamins added to the diet because the food that you're giving them, the powder, already have everything inside. Yeah, crested gecko, easy, really easy to take care of. These guys can live up to 10 to 15 years. I've seen 10 years old crested geckos and they are breeding. Yeah, really easy to take care of. Just keep it in mind. And oh, one more thing very important. Some people are not easy with big reptile as pets. They like reptiles, but they don't like very much big reptiles. These guys, these geckos, they don't grow much big. They don't require much space like big lizards. They're geckos. Geckos, they are very small. They're not growing very big. They are beautiful, gorgeous. A lot of variation of colors, a lot of patterns, and these guys are gorgeous. Yeah, and easy to take care of. But you have to change the dish for the food every day so they have access to fresh food and the water, and mist them twice a day. Keep the temperature right. They are totally fine in room temperature and they don't require UV light. That means they are really cheap, and I mean taking care of them is not so expensive. And yeah, they are not expensive pets to keep. Yeah, and I think that's for today's video. Caledonia have another species of geckos is gargoyle. Yeah, gargoyle gecko, which I'm gonna make a video about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have questions about crested geckos or any other reptiles, you can ask me in comment below, and see you guys next time.